Okay, this is Dungafola, and this is a tutorial that's going to investigate two robots in the same cell and how we can set up a communication between the two of them. So look at the cell first. We've got basically a Stäubli TX40 and a Stäubli TS40, so a SCARA and a 6-axis robot there. And the two programs, basically within the Cell Explorer, I've got the two robots, two controllers, and there's a TX40 and the TS40. Let's look at the program for the TX40 first. So I'm going to reset and move to a safe position, J start. Then we're going to open a tool. This is just a simple pick up the bottle and put it into the pallet. So we're going to open the tool, clear the screen, put a message up there, and then the real stuff starts down here with the sensor. If we click on here and right click and add new data, we defined it as a DIO, digital input output, and we come here, we've got the digital input output, and I've assigned it to IO input port 0, so you can see I've put it on here. So what we're going to do is get the TS40 to write to the this IO and say it's true. So what that's going to mean is when it gets to this line, until that IO port has been told it's true, it will just wait there to wait on line 10. When it is true, it will then go to PPIC, approach, go down to PPIC, pick the bottle up, go back up to PPIC approach, go to the pallet and place the pallet in the the bottle in the pallet, and then go back to a safe position. If we then look at the slightly more advanced program, but not that much, bit of text at the beginning, open the gripper. This is the SCARA robot, the TS40. In fact, I think that's wrong. Yep. So we open the gripper, move to a safe position, make sure everything's okay, then move above the pallet. We're going to use sort of like a magnetic thing to pick up the pallet. Going to pick it up, and then we're going to move to its new location, and then it's going to go to a safe location, and only when it's got to the safe location, so it's moved to the safe location, we've got another DIO, digital input output. So it's just go and look at that, and can get quite confusing with control on 1 and 2. You just got to be a little bit more organized, but you can see we've got the DIO for this TS40. So let's go here, and you can see this is an output rather than input, so it's going to send the output and it's going to say you're true. Whereas if we look at the sensor, that's the input. So we basically send in an output from the TS40 to the input of the TX40 when things are true. Let's just close these up, try and keep a little bit tidy. So what's going to happen is this SCARA robot is going to come down, pick the pallet up, move it over here, and then when go back into this position, it will then send a message to say to its output port to say that it's in this safe location. This has gone to its own safe location, and it's waiting there until its input is true. When it gets that message, it will move to the bottle and put it in the pallet. Okay, so we've looked at the code. I'm going to stick a wait end move right at the end as it comes up with a sort of little bit of an error message, well, not a comment at the end. Just there you go. Right. So let's run the controllers now. So we'll get the first controller up. I've obviously saved these parts. I've created the palette as a part, and obviously the bottles apart, and I've saved all the locations and stuff. So that's the TX40. This one here. Let's get the TS40 as well. Can be quite confusing having both of them on the screen at the same time. Just going to switch the simulation on. I'm going to get the TX40 because we can actually start the TX40 first, because what it's going to do is going to come down to its safe position, and it's going to wait on the IO ports changing to true, and that's only going to happen when this Sky Robot has picked the pallet up, put it there, and gone back into its safe location. So let's put the power on. Put the power on of the other one as well, might as well. Okay, can just reduce that. Let's go and get the program. So there it is, pick and place. 10% is fine. Let's run it and say OK. Move. So it's coming along. It's got to its safe location. It's happy there. Now it's waiting. It's put a message on the screen that it's basically waiting. Let's just move that out of the way. And we're going to get the other controller now. Try to move this somewhere. So put it over the top. Like I say, it'd be nice if I had two screens and stuff. Right, so let's press return. Go and get the program, which is there, and run it. Okay, a bit of a message on the screen. It goes, picks pallet up, puts it in its known position, then goes to safe position and sends a message to the TX40 that it's in that position. It's safe to come now and pick up the bottle, which it is doing. And that puts the bottle into the pallet and goes away. Oh, it goes to its safe position. There you go. Just close these off. Just want to show you one little thing. A couple of things. That's just my simulator being on instead of them all off. Right. Okay, so everything seems to be working fine. What we haven't explained is how we've set up the software, the Stäubli robotic suite, to talk to each other. And always said that the two input outputs send a message to each other, but the way you have to set that up is I've selected one of the robots, the controller 1. You get the physical ports. Go to the second general, you've got the text and the general physical IO ports, and then you go to this cell IO linker. So what you can see here is controller 1 is this controller 1 input. So the TX40's input is being affected by the controller 2's output. So I've said that I've added a link. So you can add a link, and you can basically double click on these and you can link them up. So you can see that the input from now variable. So yeah, it's because I've got it twice. Just close this. So the input from controller 1, the first robot, is sending a message to the is getting a message from the output of the second robot, the TS40. So this sends a signal to that. It's a little bit complicated, but hopefully you've got the general gist, and eventually you'll get the two robots to talk to each other. Okay, hopefully that was useful. Thanks a lot for listening.